Ahoy there, sailor.
So there's already some stuff we've seen. Pretty cool. Wow, it does actually last a while. Longer than I thought it would. Oh, there you go. There's the consecutive attacks. Yeah, chat, there you go. So Dragoon's pretty cool, right? Dragoon's pretty cool. Definitely, I love the little extra bits I showed off here with the abilities and whatnot, because when I was reading this initially, I was like, oh man, I wish I had some video to go with it, and lo and behold, they had video. It's kind of cool. I'm loving this ability here, where you're going down and you take less damage. That's kind of cool. I kind of wish every class had that, but that's not going to happen. But yeah, this one here, so you take damage, right? And that's a really big marker, right? That is a huge marker. Like, they want to make sure that it's clearly that big, because they want to make sure when you're in the sky, you can see that. Because compared to the Ranger, like, it's so much smaller, right? Like, it's just a tiny little circle, right? And you got to be within, like, as the Ranger works, I think when the Ranger gets in proximity of people after activating that skill, they show up, right? Whereas this one, yeah, it's huge. So obviously it's like a big targeting reticule, right? So it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I mean, it's something only the Dragoon will see, right? It's something only the one who is the Dragoon will be able to see that. It's not, which makes it completely different to Ranger's scout technique. And this one here, so this is the one I think I need to have another look at, if we can see it, chat. So obviously taking the damage and then swiping, but there's no damage immediately. Then there's 22. They fly back, and then they show the differences. That one, I think that one's going to be a little bit trickier to see, I think that one's going to be a little bit trickier to see, but no, I'm still cool to see how this will work, right? Kind of slow down on this, chat. We're just going to have to sort of look at it again. So we can kind of see, it just sort of lands there, and then this one. So there is a little bit of, like, startup, right? So you can definitely get a little bit of damage taken in, right? There's a little bit of damage you can get taken in when this happens. Yeah, that's crazy. So I like how they just show that, right? I think, was that when he activated the skill? Yeah, he did. Yeah, it was level 3 skill. So that's level 3. So that's how high you can go. That's some good height, man. That's some really good height. Just wondering if there is anything protecting you from magic on landing. With that little bit of heart, like a little bit of damage reducing, it might just be physical damage, right? Like, whereas with magic, probably not so much. You're probably gonna get knocked out of the sky. Really nice. I wonder if you can use it to jump to higher levels without wind. I have a feeling this skill is only gonna work when you're on the ground. Right? I only think it's only going to work when you're grounded. I had the idea that maybe, what if you used arrow, and then you tried to use it on top of the arrow to get an even higher jump, because then you will be completely unstoppable, no one will see you coming. And especially if you're taking a little bit of damage, do arrow, get up in the air. If just hypothetically, if that's how this works, mate, that targeting reticule, you're gonna be unstoppable in the sky, at least for that attack, you know? Yeah, it's a big booster, yeah, it's definitely a big booster. It's interesting they don't show magic, right? It's interesting they don't show that. It's making me more curious, because I think like, it'll be that shield will be unaffected by it. Looks like it's just physical attacks. I could see Dragoon being used as a pretty good defense against Cloud, right? I mean, a pretty good offense against Cloud. But once again, you got to remember these skills are like everything else, and they're only finite. So you got to wait for the recharge, and people will find ways around it. People will always find ways around stuff for sure, right? They definitely will. Or if someone snipes you from afar, maybe it'll work for spotting them too. Yeah, there you go. If you get shot by a sniper, it is instantly going to target them. Instantly. Like, this is definitely going to upset snipers a lot. So it's going to upset me quite a bit. But you know, I think that just adds more challenge, right? That adds way more challenge. And once again, this will only be if there is a Dragoon on a team or whatever, you know. I have a feeling for a while we're going to see Dragoons everywhere in solo. There's just no way around that. There is just no way around that. Interesting how this skill will work in combination with other skills in teams. Yes, yeah, exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, exactly right. We're going to see how this all works, you know, because definitely Dragoon is on the offensive side for sure. Definitely very much on the offensive side, and definitely a big fan of draining HP and also being able to target when you're damaged. So it has that love-hate relationship with HP on itself. I hope all of you try. Honestly, I want to hear what everyone's going to talk about. I want to hear what all of the opinions, all the matches, all the stories you guys will have, because once again, this can help everybody learn. This is how this works. Same thing we did with the first 5 classes, right? But yeah, I think Dragoon's good. I'm pretty excited. I can't wait to see the outfits for this thing, because Dragoon is just, you know, one of my favorite classes ever. Come on, Kane from FF4. Come on.
How touching.